Holy smoke, is this ain't no joke, as I was literally about to go to bed.
Oh my word, look at that.
Wow, do we have a lot to get into here today.
Woo, 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 man. Oh man, I love it. I love it right now.
Woo, 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 woo.
Dude, that video cracks me up every time, man. It never
There's
gets
actually a new one. Somebody
Is there?
sent me a new one. Yeah.
What one's
I
that?
haven't had time to download. I might have downloaded it right now, actually.
Dude, watch what it really is just like a program that steals all of your personal information off your computer and sells you into sexual slavery.
Hey, as long as I got to watch that video a couple times, it's worth it to get my butt blown out. Anyway, welcome back, everybody. Sorry I was late. I had to wait on somebody who was very slow, but now I'm here.
I was on time.
Sorry, I had to turn the light on. See how unprepared I am this evening?
Yeah, dude. So, I mean, how do you want to start it off?
I don't know what's going on in the markets, man. I haven't been reading the news too much, so I have no clue what's going on. Are there any 10x stocks?
There's always a 10x stock out there. You have to find it. Dude, you know what we could start off with, man, is that guy, and he does all his intrinsic value calculations with EBITDA and just the numbers he puts up, man. I don't know where he's getting this stuff from.
Who is this guy?
What is it? Cameron Stewart?
Oh, isn't he a certified financial analyst or something like that?
Yeah, man. But I mean, like, he recently did, and I'm going to do a video on this stock. He recently did Warner Brothers, but if you go and you look, and if you look at them right now, they have a ridiculous amount of their stuff in goodwill.
Like what percentage of the assets? I'm gonna go ahead and pull it up.
Bro, pull it up on the stock analyzer thing and look at it, dude.
All right, first stock of the day, Warner Bros. Discovery.
Bro, I went back and I calculated the growth of that stock over the past 10 years, and it's like not even 1%. It's not even 1% growth.
Really? Is that bad?
I mean, it doesn't, it's not necessarily, as long as you pick it up for the right price. But yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Okay.
Right there. So I don't know. Like I haven't looked into the stock deep enough to know, but I mean, for me, dude, if I saw that, I'd be out on the stock because I don't know what you're counting in there. And I'm not going
to. They recently. Oh my god, I feel so stupid. It was Warner Bros. And they combined with
Discovery.
Yeah, Discovery.
Yeah, but
So
I mean, what are you putting in there, though?
Let's go and pull up their 10Q Warner Bros. Discovery stock.
Yeah.
Because their 10Q because sometimes when you're looking at stock, and that's the weakness of this website. I mean, it's a free website, but they lump together goodwill and intangibles, and those are two. I mean, they are intangibles. Goodwill is an intangible asset.
No, yeah, I know. That's what I was going to say, because that's why that whole thing seemed weird to me.
Well, we're about to find out. All right, June 30th, 2022. Let's go ahead and look at the balance sheet. Consolidated balance sheets.
Balance sheets.
Okay, yeah, see, it's not as bad when it comes to goodwill.
Okay. But I'm just saying, though, man, if you're going to buy, what are you putting in intangibles? Is that like IP?
Well, I mean, intangibles are
where
like...
would you put IP? Intellectual property.
I mean, it would probably be an intangible. You're talking about like,
Batman would be an IP. There's got to be a way you can figure out how much you should spend on, say, Batman or whatever. You know what I mean? That's all I mean by that. Is like, what are you putting in there?
Well, they should actually break it down. If you go to the notes, because like the obviously the balance sheet's not going to it's going to give you a little bit more detail, but the notes are where you really get all the information. Let's see other information. But the 10Qs usually don't have as much detail as the 10Ks.
Yeah.
And it's kind of sad because...
I mean, I'm being honest with you. I wouldn't buy Warner Brothers Discovery anyways, because, I mean, I just don't have a whole lot of... I don't have a whole lot of confidence in a lot of these streaming sites. You know what I mean? Like, at a certain point, dude, you're overpaying for the IPs that you're buying, even if you're Netflix. Because you're not selling DVDs and stuff on top of it.
Yeah, well, here's some of them here. You know, trade names, film and TV content, affiliation, franchises, other intangible assets.
It's pretty much exactly what I thought it was.
Yeah. I mean, intangible assets is just something that's intangible. You can't touch it.
No, I know. But it's like, I mean, for me, like, I'm out on that. I mean, like I said before, I'm out on Warner Brothers. I mean, I only did a cursory look at it. I was trying to figure out its growth rate. But yeah, he came up with an intrinsic value that was somewhere in like the high 30s to $50. And I was like, yeah, I'm not seeing that, man.
I mean, honestly, I just don't have the time because like when you have two companies merged together like this, like, you got so much more research you have to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I know.
So I actually bought a couple $100 in this stock because of Fabio, but I don't blame him. Obviously, I got freaking wrecked. But
yeah,
small speculative investment. I mean, maybe it'll pan out. Hopefully, it does go up because I'd like to sell out.
I'm not saying the guy is wrong. I'm just having trouble seeing how they're getting to these price targets. When I used the 10-year average of. No, I used the 5-year average of EPS, and then I assigned a 5% growth rate to it, and that's right about where it's selling right now. But if you go back and you look at the cash flows, man, it wasn't growing at 5% for the past 10 years in an environment where there was quantitative easing.
Well, that's the issue is they recently merged. So the future cash flows could be totally different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I agree with you.
So this is just too much work. Like I don't have time. I freaking have a full-time job. I work out. I don't have time to analyze this crap in detail.
Well, I agree with you. All I was pointing out is I just don't understand how that dude's coming up with that valuation, or even them there coming up with the $25 a share.
Well, the whole problem is like, you know, he's coming at it from a finance perspective. I'm an accountant, and like I prefer generally accepted accounting principles, the income statement and the earnings on the income statement, because it's entirely intended to match revenues to expenses. The whole point of it is to make the statements reflect as accurately as possible the financial performance of the company. That's why I like the income statement. Whereas the statement, a lot of these guys use like that EBITDA, like they use this like finance.
I don't get why you're using EBITDA. I don't do it. So, like I said, I'm not saying that it's wrong. I don't use that method, but it seems to me that the EBITDA method, and it was even with a few of Eric's stocks where he used EBITDA, I was just sitting there going, boy, I don't agree with that. I think that too high.
It's like this weird adjusted cash flow method, it looks like to me, where the statement of cash flows, it does, because you're adding back interest, depreciation, amortization, and interest, taxes, depreciation, amortization. That's EBITDA. Whereas on the statement of cash flows, they also add back depreciation and amortization, but you have other stuff that they add back. It's all the non-cash expenses, and it accounts for changes in working capital on the balance sheet. So you're actually seeing where the cash went. Like, why not just use the statement of cash flows?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I don't know. Like I said, I'm not trained in finance. I just know how to look at financial statements, and that's it.
We've talked about this numerous times. That a dude that gets his degree in accounting, is probably actually better at analyzing stocks than a dude in finance. And it's because, bro, all of the numbers that you're going to use in finance, I mean, you can honestly learn them in an hour or two. It's just, it really comes down to like realistic projections. Like, no matter how you do it, it's really what it's just going to come down to. Like, you know, Tesla is trading again at over 100 price to earnings ratio. And, you know, when I worked out that math on my Excel sheet, that's about a 33% compounded annual growth rate. And I mean, if you think that's going to happen, okay, I just don't.
To me, it's common sense that that's stupid and ridiculous.
I mean, when you get into 20% compounded annual growth, you are crushing it. And how long? I wouldn't even count on that for 10 years.
Actually, let's go look at the prices of Teslas. I wonder if they've even reduced the prices of the Tesla cars. I bet you they've raised them. Let's go investigate. No, Tesla car. This is a car for the masses, ladies and gentlemen.
DC, wait, hold on. DC Chapman guitar. What thumbnail are you talking about?
Where's it at?
Jay, address the thumbnail. Which thumbnail?
Oh, this thumbnail. They can't believe it's you in the thumbnail.
Which one?
To this video.
I didn't even look at the thumbnail.
Oh, go look at it.
All right. All right. We'll talk for a second because I'm going to be down.
Okay, well, I'm going to go look at Tesla. So let's see if they've even reduced the prices of these stupid things. Oh, I got the Model 3. That's a real family car. Let's see how much that costs. Oh, it's okay. So they haven't raised the price, but it's $47,000 plus taxes, you know, titling, all that other crap. So that's a great deal. And then let's go look at the Model Y, see if they raise the price on that. Why does this thing keep jumping around? Jesus. Oh, look at the car of the future. $66,000 for the base model.
Bro, I make good money for a single dude. There's no way I could afford that.
But look at how sexy that is. It's red.
I really don't think that car is that sexy, to be honest with you.
Honestly, it just looks like a decently nice looking SUV. I mean, it's not like this world-changing thing.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. The whole thing is bananas, dude. They're talking about how, you know, all these electric vehicles they're going to sell, but yet California can't even keep the grid on right now.
You know what I just saw right here? Okay, look, the wheels that come standard, right? I guess they give you a range of 330 miles. And then if you want to pay 2,000 more, you get 318 miles.
Dude, the whole thing is this, man. They're trying to move vehicles towards like a subscription service type thing. You know, what is it? Like you pay like $12,000 a year for full FSD or for FSD.
Oh, it's $15,000 now. Well, so, it's $15,000, like I think upfront. I think you can do it.
No, I see it there now. But okay, so I'm paying $80,000 in the first year for that car, and then another $15,000 every year after that for self-driving. That's basically a parlor trick, anyways.
Well, I don't think this is I think the 15 is you get it. I think there's a subscription where you pay less every year.
Okay, so you drop $15K on this and it's yours.
Yeah, forever. That's what I think it is. I think there's also a subscription if you don't want to drop the. Now, if they had a subscription on top of the freaking upfront fee, that would be insane.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't get it, man. I mean, I don't see it. Obviously we've talked about this ad nauseum. I don't in any way see why people think that Tesla's going to grow at that rate.
Well, everybody's still talking about it. Jeremy's like hyping it up again. You notice that?
No, I haven't been watching a lot of. Dude, when I stopped doing the Grifter Slayer thing, man, I basically stopped paying attention to those guys because it's just boring. I don't want to talk about Jeremy anymore. I've said what I need to say about the guy. The guy's clueless and he doesn't know what he's doing. I don't know what more needs to be said about him.
Dude, when I react to his videos, I literally don't even watch the video. I just see, like, I click on it and then I kind of scroll through. Okay, he's talking about this stock. Don't watch anything he says. And I just go look at the stock. I'm like, okay, yeah, this is trash.
Yeah, the Fubo TV one, man, where he was like, this is the next 100x stock. I'm like, bro, in order for something to be like 100x stock, you're going to have a product that everybody wants to get a piece of. It's like you can get 100x out of a small retailer, but Fubo TV is what? Sports ball and sports ball betting?
That's all it is. So he's saying it's going to be $100 billion market cap.
I don't see, is the entire sports market in streaming, is that even $100 billion?
Oh, I couldn't even tell you, but yeah, actually, let's go look.
Because I honestly don't know. I don't watch sports. The only thing I watch is mixed martial arts when I get the chance.
Verified. Well, it's verifiedmarketresearch.com. Watch this be like a prawn website. What's it at now? Okay, it's currently what, an 18. Is that billion? I feel stupid. Yeah, $18.6 billion.
Is
That's
the total
market.
Yeah. So it's going to grow by 4 times over the next however long. 5 times.
Well, apparently, look at the compounded annual growth rate, man.
Yeah, user Sharnigan. No, I'm not buying a stupid Tesla. You're a moron. I don't know why you keep coming here and commenting.
You guys should debate again.
No, that'll never happen because the douchebag comes on and he wants to sit there and troll.
I mean, but like one look at the financials of Fubo, it's like,
yeah, dude, I ran away from that.
Look at this.
I looked at it for like 2 seconds. But dude, here we go again with a lot of this clown crap anyways, man. I was watching this guy who was pushing BNGO and, he sold it all, but like his audience is telling because it went up. They're like, oh, well, you missed out. You should have held. And I'm sitting there going, you should have held massively share diluting trash. That's what, like, you don't know what it's going to do in the short term, but in the long term, it's going to come down to fundamentals. And then the guy commented, he goes, they only sold like 20 machines. And all these people were telling him he was dumb for getting out of it. You were dumb for getting into it.
Jay Noggy, like way back in the day that didn't know anything about the technology.
You didn't clap anything, user of Sharts. I told you this. It's 10 years from now. I don't know why you keep going with this. All you did was sit in there and troll and insist that it's going to grow at X rate, no matter what. But whatever, if that makes you feel well, you still don't know anything. No, you didn't, but okay.
Oh, I got a super chat. William Montperg. Please review IQST. I will give you part 2 when the deed is done. Oh, I'm getting bribed here, Jay Nagi. Don't cheat me, boy. Also, Gorgas and Denovia. Did you ever hear those names in the military?
What is it?
Gorgas and Denovia.
No.
So every time ever since I was a cadet in like 2007, we would fight this fictional war. It's like it's supposed to be in like the Crimean Peninsula or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's they always call the countries Gorgas and Denovia and Atropia. That's what he's referring to there.
Oh,
right.
So he's another army brat.
Yeah, I think he knows. He's somebody either I know, he won't reveal it, or he knows somebody. What is IQST?
Bro, you were just a janitor in the Air Force.
That'll
Yeah,
never be IQST.
Hey, user, once you find out that the EPS or the earnings don't just go up all the time, let me know.
Is this a penny stock? Look at the market cap, $50 million. It's so small, it doesn't even pop up on stockanalysis.com. Do they even have the financials?
What is this company?
I couldn't tell you. Let's go find it on Google. IQST.
Who's pushing this stock?
No, this guy wanted me to review it. He said he's going to give me $10 if I do it.
Oh, dude.
I'm a whore.
So what do you think is going to happen out of the whole Tom Nash and Schaefer thing? Is he really suing him? Or was he just saying that on Echoes?
Well, let's finish this and then
Okay.
we'll do that. I want to collect my tendies.
Oh, you're telling me
I'm a whore. All right, so I mean, like, it's a U.S. based publicly listed holding on leading edge services through its two businesses: telecommunications, Internet of Things, and blockchain platform services. Offering EV electric motorcycles, fintech ecosystem, and target market in Latin America. What the hell is this? I don't even understand what they do. Services, blockchain, mobile numbers, technology, fintech, EV. This is just a weird company. Like, it's just a bunch of hype crap thrown together. Oh, blockchain and EVs and technology. Let's see, divisions. Yeah, dude, I don't even know what the hell this is. Like, I don't even know what I can say about this.
User of Sharnigan, you're a moron. I don't know why you keep commenting, because you're not going to know what Tesla does for another 10 years.
It's going to go up, dude. Yeah, man, I really don't even understand what this does. You can keep the $10 if you want. I don't know what this does. It's a freaking penny stock with a bunch of hype names. I mean, it's got growing revenue. That's about it. It's unprofitable. Let's go look at the balance sheet. Let's see. Total assets. Let's see. Packing on long-term debt pretty significantly. Okay. Yeah, this is garbage, dude. I don't even know what to say about this. Negative operating cash flow. Obviously, they're living off financing. This is a gambling penny stock with a bunch of hype names. That's all I can say. Anyway, you want to talk about Tom Nash?
We'll talk about that. Yeah, we just need to point out that user still doesn't understand what a cash flow is for, but that's okay. But go on.
You guys need to debate again.
I'm not debating that douchebag, because all he's going to do is come on and be like, yeah, it's going to grow 40% per year in perpetuity.
Yeah. Well, apparently he owns you.
I don't actually care, but okay.
That's why you're mad, because he owned you.
Yeah, destroyed me with his lack of knowledge about terminal multiples. But anyways, let's talk about the Tom Nash.
Yeah, so apparently Tom said he's going to do it. He's going to sue Scott Schaefer because he kept the video up. I don't know. I mean, he seemed pretty serious about it, but then again, you never know because like lawsuits are expensive, man.
But I'm saying, do you think he's really going to do it? I mean, you know him. I don't.
I mean, I don't know him that well. We actually don't really talk that much. I mean, back a couple months ago, we were talking a lot more, but now just, I don't know. I'm sure he's busy. I'm busy. I couldn't really tell you what's going on in his mind, but obviously he's been trying to hide his name and all that for a long time, and I'm sure he's freaking pissed about it.
But do you think? I mean, I don't know. Does he even have a case?
I'm not a lawyer. I mean, I think the case is he's saying he was blackmailed somehow. I mean, revealing somebody's name, I don't know. That's probably not a case, but I think Tom was saying he was blackmailed by him.
Yeah, I mean, I listened to what they were saying. It just didn't make a lot of sense to me that okay, you're going to sue him. And I mean, that's an actual thing that can happen. But I mean, it sucks. Scott doesn't have any money. But the point is, what's really going to come of it? It's like Scott trying to say, well, I'm going to the FBI on echoes. And I'm sitting there going, yeah, I'm sure the FBI is going to drop terrorism cases to intervene in an argument between two YouTubers. I'm sure that'll happen.
Yeah, see, Scott's threats were so out of this world. Like that, you can't even take them serious. Like I could see Tom suing Scott because Tom, I'm sure he has buckets of cash, man. I mean, he was getting paid $50K a month for that FTX sponsorship. I could see that potentially happening. The FBI coming after whoever. Like, come on. This is freaking clownish YouTube drama garbage.
It is. The whole thing is stupid. That's why I stopped even paying attention to it. Because it was like, I was just reading some of the comments on Scott's page, and one of the dudes is like, oh, Cole works at a bank. You could try and find out what bank he works at and get him fired. And I'm like, why? For making fun of a clown on YouTube?
Yeah, Scott commented on my channel. He's like, "Oh, I'm going to let your employer know that you're cyber stalking." It's like, go ahead and do it, you freaking loser. I'm sure he would actually go ahead and contact my employer. Actually, I could see him doing that.
I can completely see him trying to get people fired. I mean, he wants companies. He wants company, man. He wants you to help him walk dogs and stuff.
He can hire me as his accountant. I can file his taxes. He can pay me like $500 a year to do his books and taxes.
Bro, that I've talked about this. I've talked about this before, how I don't agree that, whatever somebody's profession is, whether they're a janitor or, whatever, in their opinion on certain stocks, if they know what they're talking about, they know what they're talking about. But when he was like, yeah, Chris was an Air Force janitor. And I'm like, okay, well, even if he was, that's still more manly than anything you've done. Like, what are you doing over there? Walking dogs? And you're gonna try and make fun of somebody else's profession if they do it?
You know what, Jay? I think this calls for a Scott Schaefer video.
What about that other video somebody sent you of the leaked FBI phone call?
Oh, did you? I don't think you sent that to me, dude. I really don't. You said I got a video of cats. I remember the cats. Was that it?
Mm-hmm. Play that one.
All right, yeah, I gotta upload it real quick. Hold on a second. I was like, what the hell? I was taking a crap at work and I opened my phone. I'm like, what the hell is this? All right. Yeah, I'm going to do a contest pretty soon. Because I'm kind of, the videos, obviously the videos I have are great, but they're getting kind of old. Let's see. All right, I downloaded it, and now I have to upload it. This better be good, Jay. Better not be like a swinging dick or something. Let's see. All right, it's uploading now. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching this stream, you're getting the premiere first look at this piece of art by Jay Nagy. Are you ready, ladies and gentlemen? What the hell is that? I don't even know what to say. How long did it take? Like, how did you make that? Because I actually have no idea how to like edit videos like that.
Oh, dude, when I told you last week when we talked, I was working on something. That's what I was working on. It's easy, man. You just go into Filmora, you put your video in there, and then you can just like paste like somebody's face over it poorly.
What's it called? Filmora?
Filmora is the name of the software.
You have to pay for it?
No, I use the free version.
Cool. I'm trying to find that Tattooed Chef intro.
But Tyson Industries is right. The Quick Trip video is just hilarious.
Yeah, it's the same guy. The same guy made like another video. Oh, here it is. I think I have it. I got to download it. Yes, I found it. All right, I got to download it. This is pretty good. You guys be the judge. We'll see which one's actually better. Let me upload it real quick. Man, the shit people come up with blows my mind. All right, it's processing. Are you guys ready for this? See, the sad thing is there's not much to talk about Tattooed Chef, so I can't play like a lot of Tattooed Chef stuff. I can only really talk about it during earnings because like nothing's changed. All right, let's do it.
Holy smokers, this ain't no joke, I was literally about to go to bed.
Oh my word, look at that.
Wow, do we have a lot to get into here today.
Woo, 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 man. Oh man, I love it. I love it right now.
Not bad, not bad. Boom, 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 boom. Bye, 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 bye.
I thought that was the Ari chick that was going around for a second at first glance. Tipping.
Yes. Hold on a second. Boom, 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 boom. Man, I'm printing some tendies tonight, baby. Boom, 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 boom. I can't even see the super sticker. What is it? All right. Let's see the comments. See if there's anything interesting in here. Bunch of clowns. Wow, Bitcoin just hit 50K. I actually saw that comment and I went and looked. I was like, there's no way Bitcoin's at 50K. It's at like $19,000.
Yeah, dude, that needs to die too.
So I was actually watching this on Ark Invest. There was Cathy Wood. Who's that clown with the beard that runs Square? Jack Dorsey.
Jack Dorsey.
And then there was Elon Musk. Hey guys, Elon Musk here. And then some freaking like employee of Ark, I think. And Cathy Wood was bitching because Bitcoin is classified as an intangible asset. So you can't on the balance sheet. So you can't write it up if it goes up, but you can write it down. She's like, oh, they need to change the rules on that because it's not an intangible asset. What is it then, Cathy? A building? A car? I might actually react to that video. She's so freaking stupid. And there was like 71,000 people watching that. I was like, 71,000 people are still listening to this freaking doofus. Maybe
Dude,
it's because
bro, this is the thing, man. This is the thing. And I was thinking about this. Like, people don't want to listen to the fact that, you know, by and large, most people are not good stock pickers and you're better off in a low-cost index fund. They just don't want to listen. So it's going to take like people getting crushed in the market before they actually realize that stonks just don't go up forever. And they don't know, like, that's why it's amazing to me that people still listen to Cathy Woods. It's not like one individual stock choice that she made or passed on. It's the fact that, like, when you go and look at her ARC fund, what was it? 18 out of the top 20 holdings were unprofitable.
Yeah, I mean, she's still kind of partially relevant simply because Tesla hasn't, been annihilated. Because that's what she was famous for. She's like, oh, Tesla's going to 3K. And it actually went to 3K if you adjust it for splits. So, she looks like a freaking genius. So as long as Tesla's still, floating around, not really going anywhere up and down, I mean, she can still run her victory lap.
Well, user told me that Tesla just goes up forever.
You guys need to debate again, man.
Because the dude isn't gonna have a serious conversation. All he's gonna do is sit there and go, no, not give any numbers about what he thinks its intrinsic value is because he can't calculate it. It's just pointless. I'm not doing that.
Yeah, user, if you're still here, where do you think Tesla stock will be in 2030? Honestly, do you think after all the run up it's already had, you really think the stock's going to continue to go up? You think right now it's actually a good time to buy that stock? Where do you think it's going to be? 2030. I want to hear it.
After talking to him enough, he actually admitted that stocks don't have infinite intrinsic value.
Most stocks, Jay, but not Tesla.
That's right. That's right. I forgot. We're all wrong in this case. Tesla is the first company in history that's just got an infinite value.
Okay, well, while user's typing his valuation, you did an analysis of Arrival. That's the clownish EV company that I don't even think they had revenue. It went from 36 to $1. Oh, God. Oh, is there going to be even if there's a bounce, you have to 36x to recover your initial investment, dude. Are you still in vet? Did you buy that at 36 and you're still holding on to it? Oh, God. I mean, I can't give you financial advice, but
thoughts on Sofi, my OFI? Well, last time I looked at that, it was unprofitable trash.
Yeah, well, here's the problem with Sofi. I already did a video on it. Number one, it's insanely complex. They have like 20 different businesses going on. Can you really, as an investor, really understand what's going on in that company? Number one, and can you really analyze the risk? The biggest risk I saw was they had a ton of personal loans that they gave out. Like their amount of loans on the balance sheet, they have an asset account for the loans they give out. It exploded. And I'm like, well, who are they lending this money to? Are these credible people or not? I don't know, because if these people start defaulting, SoFi's going to get freaking wrecked. So it's just an insanely complex business.
Bro, it's got negative cash flows, man. It was profitable last year, but it's not profitable this year. And I mean, do you have 2 years of information on it? I don't know why you would buy it unless like you really understand the company.
Well, nobody understands SoFi. Okay, it's like if you look me in the eye and say you understand SoFi with all its little sub businesses, you're full of crap. Come on,
Kevin does.
Well, he was pumping SoFi. I remember I used to crap on him about that a while back. He was pumping it like at the top.
Well, he was pumping everything, dude. I mean, it's amazing. It's amazing to me at this point, the sheer amount of money he has to have lost for people. And, it did nothing. It did, like, the fact that, he said, I'd never make a course, makes a course. The fact that he talks about how he's got, diamond hands or whatever. And then he sells and his audience doesn't go down. It actually goes up. Was at the point where I was just like, I'm done with all of this. I don't care anymore.
The only good thing about me, Kevin, selling his portfolio is I basically doubled my subscribers when that happened, because then I started really hammering him, and then he came on, and I had a good month when he came on my channel. It was very lucrative, and then I've slowed down ever since. So I need to wait for another Meet Kevin moment. And I think the next Meet Kevin moment is going to be when Tattooed Chef declares bankruptcy. Because then it's going to be total freaking war with Jeremy.
Yeah, but like you did the cash burn on Tattooed Nutsack. How long was it before they were out of cash? Because I don't remember off the top of my head.
Let's go look right now, because I can tell you it's bad. It's really freaking bad. So look at the quarterly cash balance. Do you notice a trend there, Jay? Let's start right here and look left.
Yeah. It's a pretty substantial cash burn there. So that was in June. So we're looking at third quarter where they're going to start panicking for money.
Yeah, they should be panicking now. I mean, look at the cash change just over 3 months, 57 to 27. That's
bro,
like they should have no money by now.
Bro, when this stock goes to zero, it like I'm going to be so happy because this stock is actually just so ridiculous that people are pumping it. It's like as much as people don't think I don't get Tesla, I actually do. I understand where you're coming from. I don't agree with you. It sells a product and it's profitable versus this that I've tried to understand it. I don't understand why the guy keeps pushing the stock.
Well, he's committed. I mean, he gets paid a fortune to do it. And I mean, you're right. Like, I mean, like we did the Grifter Slayer thing and then their subs went up. People keep watching them. People don't care that the stocks they bought went down 80, 90%. It doesn't matter. So what's the freaking point? 2030, no idea. I think you're a clown if you think you can look that far ahead. The car business alone will be multi-trillions. I want to know, is Tesla a good buy, a good value right now, a $900 billion market cap?
If you're a clown for trying to predict the future, then how are you predicting that the car business will be a multi-trillion-dollar business?
I think margins will hit. You think gross margin will be 40 to 50%?
Those Congolese children digging that cobalt out of mines in the Congo, they better start working a lot faster.
We'll see, guys. I mean, we've talked about Tesla ad nauseum.
Yeah, I just don't care. It's overpriced.
That's what I'm trying. I'm like branching out. Like I'm doing I talk about whatever I want on my channel now. It's like, oh, I'm not just going to talk about stocks or the Federal Reserve.
Well, the problem is like if you're putting out multiple videos a day at a certain point with the stock market, I mean, how much time do you really have to do to analyze? And then it's like, oh, the market went down or up by 1% today. I don't want to talk about that kind of thing.
It bores the hell out of me. I don't care about anything macro. I don't read the news. I don't care about what the inflation rate is. It's the most boring garbage because you're just trying to predict short-term crap that's unpredictable. Oh, well, how much is the Fed going to raise interest rates?
Well, yeah, that's the point. It's like, who cares what happens next week? It's like you're literally reporting, like Lefebvre, because I don't know if he just doesn't talk about anything else, or can talk about anything else, but he just comes on there. He's like, oh, dude, success. We're up, 3% today. And I go, dude, I mean, okay.
Well, that's how he hooks people in. He's been sending these emails where he shows like his Palantir position went up a little bit. Oh, see, Palantir went up. Why
so he's pumping Palantir now too?
Yeah, I've talked about my theory before. He just buys a small position in a popular YouTube stock so he can collect more in ad revenue than he ever could possibly get from the gains in the stock. I mean, if you're like a clever, devious snake, it's not a bad strategy.
But this is what I don't understand. This is what I don't understand. Maybe I'm giving him too much credit. But why even do any of that? Why actually buy the stocks, which I think he does? Why not just lie about it and put your money in index funds?
Well, because he's got he probably is doing that, but he's got his public account that he shares with people, so he can show he has skin in the game. And for people that don't have a lot of money, they see 10K in a Palantir, like that's a decent investment, you know? And for him, that's like, you know, a penny, a very small fraction of his net worth. So, you know, he's kind of there showing that he's in the game, and, you know, people are hooked into that. Uh-oh. Man, ball breaking.
Good one, dude.
He's crushing us.
Why? What did he say about you?
What did he say? He said something. Hold on. Look at this sick burn. Oh, so you're waiting for that moment to add maybe 1K more subs. Look, guys, YouTube, you really grow in like spurts. I mean, I'm sure there's some channels that have like consistent growth, but I remember I was like really small and I barely grew at all. And then I just would go in these massive spurts. And then my biggest spurt came with the whole Meet Kevin thing. And now I'm kind of like at that stage where I've like leveled off. You know, there's no like big thing that I've talked about that's gotten me a lot of views. So, I mean, eventually something's going to happen. Tattooed Chef will go bankrupt. Corsair, something, you know, or whatever happens.
Now, if Tattooed Chef goes bankrupt, do you think Jeremy will be down at the truck stop with a kielbasa between his butt cheeks, walking backwards, screaming how he's doing the helicopter?
You know, that never occurred to me, Jay, but that's very possible. No, you know what will really happen, Jay? He'll get more subs, and he'll get more ad revenue, and more people will sign up for his course. That's what will actually happen.
Yeah, dude, probably. Probably he'll talk about Tattooed Chef and get 100,000 more subs.
Oh, he will. Because people will watch the drama. He'll be like, oh, well, I was wrong. And people are like, oh, that's so honorable. You admitted you were wrong. I'm subscribing. I'm subscribing to you. It's like these clowns can't lose, man.
Bro, you know what I'm really curious about, though? What I'm really curious about is if he's on YouTube 10 years from now, how much he'll be down on his positions in 10 years.
Well, he'll be able to hide that. I mean, let's say you left YouTube for 5 years and you came back. You'd see Jeremy with a whole new portfolio, and you'd be like, what happened to the other stocks? But nobody will remember because it was 5 years ago.
Dude, Manuel down here makes a good point. Jeremy already survived. Go, dude, that one, that's the one that is the weirdest, dude. He comes on YouTube and he goes, I'm all in on GoPro. And his channel just explodes as the stock tanks. That pretty much sums up the YouTube investing environment.
Yeah, I mean, people are dumb, man. I think the biggest clowns, I mean, I'm not saying a lot of my viewers are freaking clowns too, but like there's a bunch of freaking tards that watch YouTube. I mean, if you are going to YouTube for financial advice, that's probably a problem. Probably not a good idea.
Yeah, dude. I mean, like, honestly, I mean, think about some of the people pushing stocks out there, like Stockmo or Larry Jones. I just don't understand how they can be so consistently off. And people are like, Larry Jones recommends a new stock. Let's put that in the portfolio.
I guess they just like the guy's personality, maybe. I don't know.
What? There's an Ethereum merge? Well, I don't even know anything about crypto.
Well, apparently, I kept hearing the I have no idea what it is. I don't care. Crypto's worthless trash. But apparently, you know, the merge was gonna make crypto go up. I believe Stinkblow was talking about that. And Ethereum's down 8.11% as of today.
Well, I mean, what do they think is going to happen as they raise interest rates? I mean, crypto and these penny stocks are probably going to be the first things that sell off massively.
Well, they already have sold off massively.
Well, yeah. But I mean, because I made this point about crypto, and it's like, even if you think crypto is something, I mean, if you were looking at logic, if you needed money because it's of inflation and everything that's going on to feed your kids, what are you going to sell first? Stocks out of your IRA, or are you just going to sell the crypto?
I would sell my VT before I sold Bitcoin.
That's a smart move. I mean, that move will get you down to the truck stop the quickest.
And I would cash out of my traditional 401k, so I would not only be taxed, but I would get an additional penalty. I would rather do that than sell my Bitcoin.
You convinced me, dude. I'm going to sell all of my stuff at a penalty to buy Bitcoin. So I can be like, what's that dude's name? Michael Saylor?
Oh, yeah. The tax cheat.
Wait, what's the new The new grifter is that syringe boy Teddy Zane that is pushing the trash IPO and takes money from people to give them the name of the next IPO. Teddy Zane? I haven't even looked into this, dude.
I've made fun of him a couple times, but I got bored of it. I mean, he's not a big YouTuber. He's got 17,000 subs. He really hasn't grown. But basically, he was like an old AMC guy, and he made fun of Ape Father, and I made fun of him, and he got butthurt about that. I don't know. Maybe I'll do another video making fun of him just for the hell of it. But he's a real small fry.
Well, I mean, like I said, I'm basically bored of talking about other YouTubers, man. It's just, look, man, this is the thing I'm going to say. If you just keep buying unprofitable share diluting trash, eventually it's going to bite you. So whatever.
A deal's a deal. What is one singular stock you would consider buying? Tesla fans are vicious. Watch yo butt, boy. Thank you, William. Tell Chemical Recon I said hi. What stock would I buy? We'll start with Jay. What stock? If you had to buy one stock, what would you do? What would you buy?
Right now?
Right now.
Off the top of my head, I want to say Google.
Google. I heard everybody's been talking about Google recently.
Well, it's just the company has such great financial statements. And I mean, just like a quick look, it's selling at an 18 PE ratio, which, I mean, compared to something like Microsoft, which is another great company with great financial statements, Microsoft selling for more. I mean, that's if you're holding a gun to my head and you say, hey, you got to just buy one stock. It's like, okay, well, there's other stocks I would want to look at, but Google just comes to the top.
Yeah, that's actually a tough question. I mean, honestly, probably, in my opinion, I would buy more BABA. I mean, I'm not buying anymore. I'm done. I'm just doing VT. But yeah, I still think it's an insanely good deal. It's risky, but you look at the sell-off of that stock and its profitability before all this lockdown crap happened. 10 years from now, I think that stock's going to be way higher. I mean, like I said, there's risks. There could be delisting, a war, or whatever. But there's a lot of risk, but a lot of reward, I think. So probably something in China.
Yeah, I mean, I still have confidence in BABA. I mean, because when you look at the amount of cash flow it's producing versus what it's selling for. But I don't know. I have my fill of it right now. So I'm not going to go all in on one stock in China. That would be just the difference on it.
Did you get the joke? He always slams on his desk.
Mike Stathis.
Yeah.
I don't even watch him anymore. It's like I just don't care about the dude. He's over in Thailand claiming to be the world's greatest analyst. And that to me is such a fake thing that I just go, listen, if you want to go listen to a guy claiming he's the best analyst in the world, who has actual no proof of being the best analyst, however you quantify that, I mean, I would say that you would have to have the best compounded annual growth rate in your portfolio, but whatever it is, I just don't care about the dude, so I stopped watching. I stopped even hate watching him.
Yeah, I mean, he could be entertaining. So, like, I'll still tune in and see what he has to say. You know, he's funny because he's crazy. He's a psycho. It's entertaining.
Yeah, he's definitely a psycho over there in Thailand. I'm sure a lot of women have disappeared in that area.
By women, do you mean like former men, like lady boys, or what? Like
Get toys if you must.
Write it down. I'm the big swinging dick. He sounds like this. Like he seems really jealous of Michael Burry because Mike claims that he wrote a book where he predicted the housing crash, and he told people to like short certain stocks and how to do it in the book. But then he craps on shorting stocks. It's weird. And he's like, "Oh, Michael Burry got a movie, but where's the proof that he predicted the crash?" Yeah, it's like don't be jealous, man.
The proof that he predicted the crash is the fact that I forget who it was. It was the person who actually gave Burry the startup cash to start his hedge fund. And that dude got pissed at him because Burry kept shorting the market for 2 years or 3 years, something like that. So it's like, yeah, dude, there's a lot of proof out there that he actually predicted it. But this is the thing that like Stathis clings to, how I know he's fake. He claims he's the only one that predicted it. A lot of people predicted it.
Daniel, I don't believe you. This guy's a spy.
Probably.
I see him in the comments of Mike's videos. Prove it, Daniel. I want the proof.
But no, dude, yeah, it's like you do know that Peter Schiff, you can actually go and watch videos on YouTube of him talking about the housing market before it happened. So the fact that the dude just sits there and says, well, I'm the only person that predicted it. And I look at it and I go, yeah, but you're not, man. I don't know why you keep making this claim.
Yeah.
Talk about, huh?
Go ahead.
No, I was going to say, talk about solar energy stocks, like profitable. Again, I mean, I don't know. I don't have a whole lot of confidence in that either. Maybe I'll be wrong, but.
How much has Enphase gone up? Let's see. Usually if a stock like rockets up, it's a little terrifying to me. It's up 100% in the past year. It's up 76% in the past 6 months.
Yeah, its price to earnings ratio is 200. Its 5 year is 385. And
so it's a buy. Isn't the higher the PE? Doesn't the PE represent your compounded annual return?
Yes, according to Chris Sane. So it pulled in $466 million in cash flow last year, and its market cap is $42 billion.
42 billion. Yeah, this is just a very richly valued stock. I mean, basically the market's saying this thing is just going to grow like crazy.
Yeah, I mean, look, like there's going to be a lot of growth in solar, obviously, but I mean, how much growth do you think there is going to be there? That's the question that you have to ask yourself. Like for this stock, no, I wouldn't buy it. It's too expensive. That's me. I tend to be more conservative. So
anytime I see a stock rocket up, like I said, anytime a stock rockets up and it has such a high PE ratio like Tesla or Enphase, that's not my type of stock. Adobe. So yeah, apparently Adobe crashed. Maybe I'll do a video about it someday. But
Adobe for a while was overvalued too.
So yeah, I did a video on it. Me, Kevin actually paid me $300, and I did like a 10-minute video on it.
Dude, I remember that. I think.
But it was. I looked at it. I was like, this is insanely expensive. Like. You got to assume this thing's going to keep growing like crazy for years to come, and maybe it will, but it just was too rich.
I mean, Adobe's trading at a 29 price to earnings ratio right now, and I'd say that's probably the upper limit of where you would want what you would want to pay. But that's on you. Personally, this is the thing for like me on stocks. I'm just not really interested in buying a stock unless I think I can get a great return on it.
I was trying to think when I made the video. I want to see how much of a genius I am for telling people not to buy it. It's been going steadily down for a while. This is really hard, guys. Okay, you look at a company, if it's unprofitable, it's trash. Don't buy it. If it's exploded to the upside massively and it's got a very high PE ratio, it's probably overvalued. It's not hard, guys.
Yeah, I mean, just stay away from stuff that trades too richly, because if you buy it cheap and it rockets up, you have really nothing to lose. But if you're paying 100 price to earnings ratio and you don't get whatever the compounded growth rate is, you're boned. You're basically setting yourself up for failure. Everything.
You want to know how smart I am, Jay?
Huh?
I made my video April 23rd, 2022, when the stock was trading at 408. And I said I would not buy it. And it's now down $100. So 25%. You're welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Buy my course.
I still think there's a lot. I still think, a lot needs to happen with the stock market. I still think it's overvalued. I still think there's a lot of clownery out there.
I mean, I always go back to the I always go back to I always compare US stocks versus GDP. You compare that to international. I'm just scared to death of US stocks. I would never be 100% US stocks ever, ever, ever.
Well, dude, they've been bid up to ridiculous levels over the past couple of years.
Yeah, and these geniuses in the comments are like, oh, well, QQQ went up this much, and VT only went up this much. Like, are you so stupid that you literally you look at the past returns over the past 10 years, and that's what you buy? Are you really that stupid? That's what people do. It's like, oh, yeah, VT didn't go up as much. Okay, well, I guess I'll just sell VT and buy QQQ.
General Mills, huh? I'll look at that.
Only Tattooed Chef will go up.
Well, Tattooed Chef is ultimately connected to Tesla. And I mean, in the future, you'll just be driving around in your Tesla getting Tattooed Chef bowls.
Adobe just did a bad acquisition. The stock will go down, but they are going to be fine. I mean, it's a very profitable business. It's not a horrible stock, not a horrible company, but not something I'm buying.
Honestly, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to wait. Because I just want to see what happens with inflation and everything. I'm probably just going to crush index funds, especially since, now I'm in a position to do that because I finally got some things that I had to spend a lot of money on done, like getting another tree basically cut down in my backyard. But that killed me this year, honestly. So I'll probably just wait until I see what's going on.
Yeah, this year I wasn't able to save as much either. I mean, some years you're just not going to be able to save as much, but as long as you at least try, eventually you'll get out of whatever financial issue you're in and you can save more in the future. And now's the time to really be investing. VT's at 86. I love it.
Yeah, but just a few years ago, it was in the 60s.
Yeah. But at the height of the pandemic, it was 108. Yeah, it's 86 right now. So it's fallen pretty significantly. And it's right around when I did my Roth contribution. Yeah, VT was at 108 when I contributed to my Roth. And now it's 86. You got to love dollar cost averaging every year.
Well, yeah, dude, did you start a new job?
I'm starting on I won't say the exact date because there's stalkers out there, but mid-October, I'll be starting a new job. And
does this one offer a 401k?
It does.
Can you put what you want inside the 401k?
That I don't know yet. But even if it's not,
if it's a S&P 500, you're fine.
Yeah. I mean, there's always you just want the money in a tax advantage account because once it's in there forever. And let's say you leave the job in 5 years or 10 years. Well, you can roll that over to your IRA and then you can buy BT with it. So you just want the money, even if the 401k is expensive and you don't think you're going to be somewhere forever for 30 years. you're fine. Just do it.
Well, yeah, dude, that was the big one when you told me at the new job that they didn't actually offer a 401k. I'm like, ooh, that's not good. I know why you did it. You did it for the skill set, but.
Well, I mean, I was kind of desperate too because, like, I quit NASA and I was applying for jobs and I had no experience in tax. So this local company hired me. I was like, well, shit, this is all I can really do for now. But now I've got the experience. I have a busy season under my belt. I have way more offers coming in. So it's like, okay, now I can kind of, work at somewhere where it's got a better deal.
Unless Scott Schaefer gets you banned.
No, I'm safe on this one. We'll leave it at that.
I'm surprised I wonder if he's in the comment section. I wonder if he's recording all of our videos to use it for. See, he called me a dog food salesman there.
Well, I threatened to sue him, and then like his response was he posted in the comment. He's like, "Well, you called me a doggy diddler, so I could sue you." It's like, okay, yeah, you got me, bro.
He is for sure. Somebody said that down in the comment section. It's got to be true.
All right, man, I'm getting freaking tired. Oh, I'm a bussy.
Brother, you go to bed early.
I do. I got the kids. I get up at 7. That's my wake up time for work. But this morning I got woken up early by.
I woke up at 11 today.
Man, when my kids are old enough to sleep through the night, it's gonna be freaking glorious. Glorious. And I never have to do it again. Ever. All right, well, that's about it. Tesla's up 20% year over year. The rest of the market is down. Last comment. What are your thoughts, Jay?
It is what it is, man. Clown market's still in effect.
No, that means you're wrong about Tesla, Jay. It went up. It went up. VT went down.
It's the first stock that you can buy and has an infinite intrinsic value. It just goes up forever.
I've heard 10 trillion price targets for market cap. I've heard 100 trillion. Like, it's just ridiculous.
Dude, when I heard, like, when I was like, somebody was saying it's going to be worth 20 trillion, the company, I went and I took the GDP of America and I grew it at like 3%. And it was like $34 trillion. So Tesla is going to be 20 trillion of that.
Well, Tesla will boost the GDP of the United States.
Yeah. So then what it would really be is 55 trillion.
Exactly. Apparently, man, he wants another debate. He's claiming he clapped your cheeks.
He's claiming that because he doesn't understand long term, or the fact that Tesla is still currently overvalued, even if the profit, as you called it, goes up. It doesn't matter, dude.
Yeah, it's like the profit needs to catch the valuation.
Yeah, like a stock can do whatever. Tattooed Chef could go to a $2 trillion company tomorrow. It doesn't mean that the stock you're buying is worth the price you're paying. That's what he just can't seem to understand, or he's just being a douchebag and trolling like he normally does.
Dude, I would love to see Tattooed Chef go to 2 trillion just for the sheer insanity of it. I would love it.
It would be the funniest thing that ever happened. I would be on YouTube just laughing about it. Go ahead. I don't know. Again, you seem to be missing this. That the fact that the numbers you've already thrown out would indicate that Tesla is still overvalued. I don't know.
You don't understand growth, okay?
Huh?
You don't understand growth.
Yes, that's it.
Tattooed Chef will surpass Tesla.
Tattooed Chef is going to be the first $30 trillion company out there selling vegan food to us all.
Daniel, I don't believe you. You're lying.
Come on, Daniel. Why are you breaking up with Mike Stathis?
I don't know. I've seen this guy comment on my channel a bunch, and then I always see him in Mike's streams. Oh, hey, Mike, you're so amazing. Ha, ha. And now he's here. Oh, his ego's out of control. I don't believe it. I want to see the proof. All right, guys, that's it. What outro should we play?
Surprise me.
Holy smokers, folks.
Strong man personal finance.
Ain't no dang jokers.
Alrighty, folks, big video. So in this video, I want to address the last time I was ever bullied in life. The last time I was ever bullied in life. The last time I was ever bullied in life. The last time I was ever bullied in life.
Howdy there, folks.
You're spending more of our money on those stocks. I'm gonna beat your ass. I'm gonna beat your ass.
Oh boy, did I